Good evening, and welcome to the 2021 Rochelle Township High School Honors Night. My name is Scott Campbell, and I'm the current president of the Rochelle Township High School Education Association, the host for tonight's event. Before we get into it, I do want to recognize the parents, family, friends, coaches, and teachers out there on video who can't be with us tonight because of COVID. Please know that our thoughts are with you, as I'm sure are those of the students sitting in front of you. We wish you could be here in person to share with one of them. I'll speak up. As teachers, we love all of our students. Every student is special in their own way, and every student deserves recognition for their uniqueness and for all of their accomplishments. But as teachers, we also really like to see some students rise to the top of the class. Students who put their all into a subject, students whose passion shine through on a daily basis in all of our classes. Students who love learning the subject as much as we love teaching. All kids are special to us, but those of you in front of us tonight are extra special. And we are honored to honor you. As you sit there waiting to be recognized, maybe wondering impatiently which teachers recognize you for what. Please know that we at RTHS, especially the faculty, are honored to have you as our students. We are honored to present to you tonight the awards that you're going to receive. You have earned them through hard work and dedication to your subjects. Whatever your thing is, congratulations to you. Without further ado, I present Dr. Lewis. I present Dr. Lewis. Laurie Pillen.
Okay, a few housekeeping things before we get started. We are going to try and have people wear their masks while they're up here. If that simply doesn't work, we'll go to plan B. But for right now, that is our plan. Presenters. As you can see in your program, when you are a couple of presenters away, you would just come up to the wings, and then it would be your turn to come on up. We'll go from there. Unfortunately, we are not having refreshments this evening. I apologize, believe me, I like cookies too. But no refreshments, so presenters, when you are done, if you would like to leave when you're done presenting, that's entirely fine. That's up to you. If you'd like to stay and watch, it's entirely, we'd love to have you. We're now going to do the Silver Service Corps presentation. The Silver Service Program was created to teach volunteers the value and personal satisfaction derived from service. Silver Service Corps volunteers cannot receive payment or course credit for hours volunteered. Service cannot be limited to just one thing. It has to be multiple areas that you have helped while in high school. Typically, students need to earn 400 hours while in high school to earn their Silver Cord. With the pandemic, we thought that was worthy of bending the rules a little bit. So some of these students have earned less than 400, but we still felt that they were close enough, they earned that recognition. Those students include, and when your name is called, please come forward. These students didn't quite hit 400, but we still appreciate everything you have done. Melanie Gonzalez, Claire Green, Morgan Haas, Zoe Hardcastle, Sophia Lankaitis, Noah Messer, Alexis Sanford, Aya Sabay, Jacinia Solano. Students who volunteered more than 400 hours, they did meet that requirement even in the middle of the pandemic, include Ben Harvey, Sawyer McGee, Megan Theravone, Sam Villalobos, and Mary Wall. I did want to mention also, Sam is not able to be with us tonight due to health concerns. The doctor said this was not safe for him to come, so we still definitely want to acknowledge everything he has done and say thank you, and I'm sure he is watching. For all of the students you see in front of you, they are doing exactly what we hope all of you will do, giving back. They provided service, they volunteered, they've helped make our community and our school better. A big round of applause, please, for your silver cord 2021. Thank you, and you can have a seat.
Mr. Dale and I are just doing a little arm wrestling up here, but you guys all know I totally win, right? Okay, I'm Natasha Hasaga. Welcome to RTHS. I'm a counselor here at the high school and have had the pleasure of having some of you in my office or seeing you in the hallway. Congratulations to all of you this evening. I will be giving out the Illinois State Scholar Award. Students are chosen to be Illinois State Scholars based on their grade point average and ACT or SAT score. These students have proven in the classroom and on a national standardized test that they are knowledgeable and have performed with the best in the nation. They have then shown their work ethic and determination over the last 4 years. The Rochelle Township High School students who have earned the designation of Illinois State Scholar for the 2020-2021 school year are, and if you could enter over here to my left, your right, Ethan Burkholzer, Madison Carmichael, Sterling Devers, Claire Green, Morgan Haas, Ben Harvey, Lauren Hopkins, Crew Larson, Sophia Lankaitis, A.S. Spay, Megan Thierbaum, Zane Walters, Emily Ward, Faith Worthington, and Ariel Zurcher. And would you all join me in a round of applause for our Illinois State Scholars?
Good evening, I'm Mike Dale, one of the counselors at the high school. And not only did I lose at arm wrestling to Mrs. Sasaga tonight, but I'm also doing the Presidential Academic Excellence Awards. Students receiving this honor were chosen based on 3 criteria: a cumulative grade point average of no lower than 3.5, having scored at the 85th percentile or higher on a national standardized test, and having shown leadership, character, and determination while a student at RTHS. The following students: Ethan Burkholzer, Sterling Devers, Melanie Gonzalez, Claire Green, Morgan Haas, Ben Harvey, Lauren Hopkins, Drew Larson, Noah Messer, Alexis Sanford, Megan Thierbaum, Zane Walters, Emily Ward, Faith Worthington, and Ariel Zurcher. and this is the Class of 2021 Presidential Academic Award. Congratulations.
You can have a seat. Just walk slow. Something we forgot for the program was the awarding of our academic R's. With our Renaissance program every year, students earn the ability to earn a different card within the Renaissance program. In the class of 2021, there are 25 of you that were either purple, gold, or gold plus for every semester you were in high school. That is incredibly impressive. So, because you've been on the Renaissance Purple, Gold, or Gold Plus list for 7 semesters, you are going to earn your academic R. Mr. Dale, would you show me, please? Very nice. Would you please come forward to get your academic R? Vanessa Abolio, Garrett Burden, Ethan Burkholder, Nadia Castillo, Ava Comace, Sterling Devers, Luke Ellis, Afi Gatti, Melanie Gonzalez, Trevor Goodwin, Claire Green, Morgan Haas, Elise Payne, Lauren Hopkins, Sophia Lankitis, Sawyer McGee, Noah Messer, Alexis Sanford, Jacinia Solano, Megan Beerbaum, Elizabeth Ugaldi, Sam Villalobos, Mary Wall, Faith Worthington, and Grayson Yates. These 25 individuals were at the top of your class academically, behaviorally, and at one point, attendance-wise. A big round of applause for the academic honors for the class of 2021.
Good evening. My name is Fedor, one of the counselors here at the school. Students will be inducted into the National Technology Armed Society for the 2020-2021 school year. Most have been enrolled in an AEC class and have met the overall GPA standard. Students will be receiving the certificates at a later date, but we wanted to recognize their accomplishments at this time. Please stand as I call your name. Students from RTHS who will be receiving this honor include Emily Garcia, Jesse Harris, Jose Huerta, Noah Norris, Michelle Ocampo, Luke Oligowski, Ryan Ramos, Jennifer Saldana, Megan Thompson, Lisbeth Galvin, Sam Villalobos Nazario, Mary Wall. Congratulations to our National Technical Honor Society in New York.
So again, the Illinois Science Teaching Association is a professional organization that helps science teachers get better at what we do. Every year, on their behalf, and recognizing the high standards they set in our profession, we recognize a student who has embodied the ideals of the ISBA. This student takes our hardest science classes and takes lots of them. This student excels at those classes, but more importantly, this student shows the perseverance and curiosity that is the nature of science and scientists. On behalf of the science faculty at Rochelle Township High School, it is my honor to present this year's Illinois Science Teachers Association Award to Megan Kira.
Good evening. My name is John Falk, and on behalf of the Math Department, I would like to award Lauren Hopkins as the Illinois Council of Teachers of Mathematics Student of the Year. Two of the teachers who have had the opportunity to work with Lauren the most wanted to share their thoughts. Mr. Hill writes, Lauren Hopkins has simply been outstanding in calculus. She always does her work and always makes sure she understands the material. Now, while we were preparing for the AP test, she even asked for extra work for more practice, going beyond the material that I had already provided. Among my very strong seniors, she is my top student this year. Mrs. Prose adds, Lauren is a terrific math student. In honors geometry, Lauren did not shy away or skip difficult problems. She actually welcomed them. Lauren was like a sponge for learning. Throughout the whole class, Lauren tried to learn as much as she could. When the class faced a challenging question, Lauren would listen and learn from the others in class. Lauren would also volunteer insight into a problem that others did not see. Not only does Lauren exhibit strong math and critical thinking skills, but she is also very kind-hearted. This is why Lauren is very deserving of the RTHS Math Student of the Year Award.
In addition to maintaining a high level of scholarship in her classes at RTHS, Alpigatti truly meets the criteria of a good citizen. She has demonstrated the qualities of dependability and leadership through participation on the RTHS volleyball, basketball, and track teams, which included all conference honors in basketball and volleyball, and through her part-time job at McDonald's, moving up in the additional responsibilities from crew trainer to manager. She has shown a commitment to service as secretary of the Interact Club and in helping at her church's thrift shop and nursery. Her patriotism is seen in her willingness to mentor other students, to volunteer in the Rochelle community, and her desire to become a physician so she can serve with Doctors Without Borders to provide quality health care in third world countries such as Togo, Africa, where she was born. As treasurer and as the Good Citizen Chairman of the Rochelle chapter,
entire time, and then I get up here, someone mysteriously moved my papers around. I'm Chris Lewis. I'm the principal here at Rochelle Township High School, and I am now in charge of, I didn't lose any arm wrestling matches today, but Mrs. Pillman told me what I needed to get done today, and so I said, okay. So the first one here is the SAR Award. Rochelle Township High School is pleased to announce that Ben Harvey has been named the SAR Sons of the American Revolution recipient for the class of 2021. Like the DAR, the SAR is selected by the faculty and the students in the senior class based on the qualities of dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism. Ben is the son of Rich and Stacy Harvey, and he will be attending Washington University in St. Louis. Ben has accomplished many things while at RTHS. Academically, he's challenged himself while earning a GPA of 4.503. He has been a 4-year football player and wrestler. He has been a member of Natural Helpers and Natural Honor Society. Ben is a hard worker. He has worked hard to improve as a student and athlete, but most importantly, as a person. We commend Ben on being named the SAR Award winner of the 2021 and wish him well as he begins his college career. Congratulations. Come on down, Ben. Next up, the Principal Recognition Award. Finding a student each year is always, to recognize is always a difficult task, as we have so many great students here at RTHS. I always enjoy reflecting on the end of the year, and it's really fun to reflect on the 4 years, because you guys grow so much over 4 years. You come in as 8th graders, then 9th graders, you know, you're young teenagers, and now you become young adults. And that's always the fun part of this process where, you know, you guys are ready for your tomorrow. Making a decision this year was especially difficult as you guys are only here kind of every other day, right? You got masks on. You know, there weren't many activities at high school taking place until recently. It started to actually feel like a high school the past couple months. And so it's kind of taken a while to get to know what the senior class is about. It's always been difficult to make this decisions, but also this has been a difficult year for you guys. I think it's something that we need to acknowledge, that you guys have been able to achieve academically this year under these circumstances, which you all should be recognized for that. It was understandable for any year for a senior to kind of check out, right? As we went through the second semester, this student just kept coming to mind. She was heavily involved in athletics, academics, and also with service to her community. It'd be hard for me to find someone else who could represent RTHS better than Api Gadi. Come on down, Api. Congratulations to Api for receiving the principal recognition. Her leadership and commitment to RTHS and her senior year has truly been appreciated. Last one for me for a while here. All right, every year, top students from across the nation take the PSAT test. The results from this test are used as a main criteria in the National Merit Scholarship Program. This year, RTHS had a student who received the Hormel Foods Corporation Scholarship. As a part of the National Achievement Scholarship Program, that student is Megan Darabon. Come on down, Megan. Megan, come on forward. To receive the scholarship, Megan needed to score very well on the PSAT, which she did. Applicants were then judged on their academic performance, participation in school and community activities, leadership and service. After meeting this high standard, Megan earned the National Achievement Scholar from the Hormel Corporation. Megan is the daughter of Rona and Wasana Darabon, and in the fall she will be attending Saginaw Valley State University where she is studying mechanical engineering. We honor her accomplishments and wish Megan the best of luck in her pursuits. And then another housekeeping thing, I don't know if I did a good job with it, but if you move your head off to the side just a little bit and your face is right in front of the mic, it goes a lot louder. So be really close to the mic for those presenting.
Before we start with our local scholarships, I'd like everyone to look at your program, please. And please look at the institutional scholarships. These are scholarships that students from RTHS have received from the schools that they will be going to. All of those scholarships were given based on your academics, your talents, what you bring to the table, your service, your leadership. We want to take the time to definitely congratulate each person who's receiving an institutional scholarship. So at this time, if you are receiving an institutional scholarship, would you please stand? And for all those people standing, a big round of applause, please. Congratulations, your hard work is paid off. Presenters, as you come up to give your scholarships, please be as close to the mic as possible. I think it'll help. And also, if you want to stand with the person you're presenting to for a picture, Mrs. Snyder is right there in the front, and we can get some great pictures. Thank you.
All right, I'm Janet. I'm a physical therapist here at Northern Rehab. You guys may know Dr. Love, he's my colleague. We're presenting our scholarship tonight to Aya Today. She excels in academics, and I got to know her a few years ago. I found out she also plays soccer in her spare time, and she was a very caring, compassionate person, which we know she'll make a great asset to healthcare, but she wants to be a PA or a physician assistant.
Luckily, nobody tall stepped up at the front for me. So I'm Alfonso Bruno. I'm the head wrestling coach here, and I also get the pleasure of teaching these young peoples in front of us. This class is really special to me because when I started my RTHS career, all of you were little freshmen, and I got to see you grow into young adults, and I think that's super cool. This includes the two gentlemen that the Rochelle Wrestling Club will be honoring tonight. Ben Harvey and Noah Messler, will you join me on the stage, please? So tonight I'm speaking on behalf of Joe Trudeau and he is the head wrestling coach of RWC. Each year, RWC selects 2 individuals to receive $500 scholarships. These young men are not only leaders on the mat, but in the school and out in the community. They exhibit the qualities that we base our program on, and those are integrity, character, perseverance, selflessness, and above all, they constantly are striving to improve themselves and those around them. So I will start with Ben, and I have to embarrass both of them as they are up here with me. As we've known, Ben has accomplished very little at RTHS. In all seriousness, Ben has accomplished a lot athletically and academically, and wrestling is no exception. Ben has spent 12 years of his life wrestling, and amazingly has accomplished a 4.5 cumulative GPA in high school. Ben is a leader for this program, has been named a captain for 3 years, and already acquired 100 varsity wins. And despite our weird COVID season that we just started, Ben will leave RTHS, a 2-time state qualifier and 1-time state place winner. I'll miss his sense of humor and his endless contributions to the team, not only on the mat, but off it. the wrestling program, and I would like to wish Ben nothing but the best as he continues his academic and athletic career at Washington University in St. Louis. Thank you so much, Ben Hart. Now it's your turn, Missy. So I was just telling an assistant coach of mine the other day that I wish I had a giant picture of Noah his freshman year, because what a transformation you've made. I am so proud of the young man that you have grown to be, and that includes academics. Noah has wrestled for RTHS, or the Rochelle program, for 5 years while maintaining a GPA of 3.98. Noah has been a leader for the program the last 2 years and is currently a varsity member and captain on our team. Noah plans to continue his academic career at Kishwaukee Community College while also volunteering at Flag Setter Fire Department. Everybody, Noah and Ben Harvey and Noah Messer. I almost said you guys were married. I apologize. All right, thank you, you two. You can step off. Am I in the middle? The small person? Wait, I forgot to smile.
Tonight I have the honor of presenting the scholarship to honor Ed Fedor. Ed Fedor was a lifelong Rochelle Cub who faced many challenges throughout his life. Born 3 months premature in the early 1940s, only then to contract polio at the age of 3, Ed only knew a challenging life. Spurred on by the love of sports, reading, and a good debate, Ed went on to graduate from Rochelle Township High School, worked in the Rochelle community, and was a committed supporter of the Flag Rochelle Public Library. Ed loved the hubs and celebrated the successes of the RTHS students. Tonight's scholarship is awarded to Sawyer McGee. Sawyer's spirit, grit, and determination when faced with personal challenges is matched by her desire to give back to the community. Sawyer plans to attend Carroll University as she starts her path toward becoming a nurse. There is no doubt that Ed would be proud to support Sawyer in her educational efforts.
Tonight, the class of RTHS of 1972 is paying forward. The class decided that the scholarship in the class name was a great way to say thank you for a wonderful education and for many special memories. The 2021 recipient of the class of 72 scholarship is Haley Thompson. Haley will be attending Ball State University and studying biology with an intent to continue to medical school to become an anesthesiologist. The class of 72 hopes that Haley will look back on her time in high school with as many fun memories as they have had. Haley, thank you for your contributions and best of luck in the future.
Good evening. My name is Diane Jenner. I'm a member of the Rochelle Golden K Club. I'll ask the following students to come forward, and I'll get to their scholarships. Melanie Gonzalez, Taylor Tobler, Justiniya Solano, and Megan Duramo. the Kiwanis Club International is a club that serves the children of the world. But our club especially likes to be able to serve the children of Rochelle all the way through their senior year. So this is the highlight of our year that we could provide a $1,000 scholarship to each of these students who have shown exemplary service in the Key Club here in school, that many students after them will continue running the Key Club, which this past year taught a lot of us senior citizens everything we needed to know about Zoom meetings, because that was the only way we knew what the other group was doing. So on behalf of the Kiwanis Golden Cake, I present this to Solano, Melanie Gonzalez, Taylor Tobler, and our last award is called the John Havens Award. I was previously a member of the Kiwanis Noon Club, which was the original Kiwanis Club from here in Rochelle, that has been in operation for well over 40 years, but unfortunately had to close a couple years ago, so we all joined the Golden Cake, which we call the Old Man's Club, as you can see. I got in. And so this particular scholarship is in honor of an old member of ours, John Havens, who had been a member of the Kiwanis Club here in Rochelle for many, many years. So we're honored to give the John Havens Scholarship to Megan Sarah.
Miss Diane?
This is Jenner.
We don't have to smile.
Good evening. I'm Anne-Marie Jenkins, a librarian at RTHS, and as a librarian, I feel lucky every year to see so many of the students in the library filling out their scholarships. And I am pleased to be able to announce several of them this evening. Elmer and Edna Smith farmed on the east side of Rochelle for many years. Their granddaughter, Sheila Lingle, chose to honor them with this scholarship. The Smiths were hardworking people, and living on a farm ensured there was always something that needed to be done and never enough money to do it. The Smiths loved their part of the world, but always wanted to travel and enjoy the wonders found elsewhere. For the recipient of the Elmer and Edna Smith Scholarship, Mrs. Lingle was looking for a student who appreciates the values, work ethic, and sense of connectedness that can be learned from growing up in a small town. The recipient of this scholarship is Oscar Aguirre. Oscar lives on a farm and made it clear on his application that he understands the joys and hardships of farm life. Mrs. Lingle felt that Oscar was the perfect recipient for her grandparents' scholarship. Best wishes to Oscar as he continues his studies at the Universal Technical Institute.
I'm honored to give out the speech team scholarship this year. This year, the speech team was blessed with a very strong senior class. After much discussion, the committee chose to give the scholarship to an individual who has given a great deal to our program. Would Heidi Cruz please come forward? Heidi has been involved in numerous events and has definitely grown as a performer. She's been the strength of our PIR cast every year. Over the years, Heidi was a great teammate, and a great team member. We put Heidi where we needed her every year, and she never complained, she never slacked off, she never did anything but her very, very best. Heidi is one of the kindest people I have ever known. She brought to our team a sense of graciousness, a dignity, and a sense of class. We wish her the very best as she pursues her degree at Lake Forest in psychology. Congratulations, Heidi.
Next up is the Rochelle Junior Tackle Award. Each year, the Rochelle Junior Tackle gives away a scholarship to a senior who is involved in junior tackle. This year, the committee went through several outstanding applicants and selected Ben Harvey. Congratulations, Ben Harvey, and the best of luck in the Rochelle Junior Tackle Award.
The William Heightman Scholarship is held in trust at Stoneman Bank. The scholarship was created by a past president of Stoneman Bank and is given to an individual who will be entering the field of medicine. This year, the Heightman Scholarship is being presented to Afi Guy. Afi, please come forward. Afi will be studying biology at Augustana College, the Vikings. We have heard that Afi has been very involved at RTHS in the classroom, in athletics, and service organizations. She has made a huge impact at RTHS, and we have no doubt that she will continue to make a huge impact. Afi's goal is to be a doctor in third world countries. She already reaches out and works with others in a variety of ways, and I have no doubt that she will continue to do so her entire life. Afi, I will be quizzing you on the Augustana school song when you come back for homecoming, and we wish you well in all your future endeavors.
Good evening again. The VFW post in Rochelle, post 3878, is very active at making sure we remember our veterans, past and present. This organization is the epitome of living to serve. They have also chosen to give back by honoring an RTHS senior with the VFW scholarship. Our seniors. This year, the recipients of the VFW scholarships are Asa and Zoe Parkes. Aya will be attending the University of Illinois to study health sciences, and Zoe will be attending Rock Valley Community College to study dental hygiene. Aya and Zoe have been very busy at RTHS. Their applications showed them to be strong students who are involved with life beyond the classroom. The VFW wants to celebrate their accomplishments and wish them well. Congratulations. Next, the auxiliary to the VFW post, 3878, also chooses to give a scholarship to graduating seniors. This group of individuals work alongside the VFW members to honor our veterans and to make life better in our community. The recipients of the auxiliary to the VFW scholarship are Bella Ludico and Faith Worthington. Attending Judson University, where she will be majoring in psychology, and Faith will be attending First City Leadership College, where she will be majoring in music education. Both of these individuals have been very involved in RTHS in many ways. They have both given back through their time and talent, and the auxiliary wants to recognize them for their accomplishments and service. Congratulations and best of luck, Bella and Vic.
My name is Olivia, and I'm here on behalf of LULAC. A little bit about LULAC, the mission, our mission, the League of United Latin American Citizens, is to advance economic mission, educational attainment, political influence, housing, health, and civil rights of the Hispanic population, obviously here in Rochelle. I'm here to present the AO Scholarship. Estudiantes latinos luchando orgullosos por superarse. Some requirements for this scholarship include being Hispanic descent, participation in extracurricular activities, and contribution in helping the Hispanic community here in Rochelle. This we believe our recipient has excelled in. Our recipient has been a great tutor to many students in mathematics and music, and has helped translate for his church here locally. We would like to recognize his grades by mentioning his achievements in the honor roll and National Honor Society. Unfortunately, he is not here today, but this year's recipient is Daniel Villalobos.
Good evening, everyone. We're here tonight on behalf of the Rochelle Rotary Club and Kate Dickey from Ashley Jackson. And the premise of Rotary is service above self. We feel honored this year to have had a chance to review applications for so many great students. We took the time to sit down and interview them. And actually this year, 2 students stood out and really impressed us with their interview as well as their future plans, and we wanted to support that tonight. If the following 2 students will come up here, Zane Walters and Garrett Burton.
I'm Clint Dickey, and on behalf of Oregon Lodge and Sonic Lodge here in Rochelle, we have 2 scholarships to give out this year to Taylor Tobler and John Knapp.
I'm Paul Schweitzer, representing the Calhoun County Farm Bureau Foundation. I'm pleased to present one of the Farm Bureau's senior scholarships to a deserving Rochelle student. Each year, the Farm Bureau offers scholarships to students of Farm Bureau families. This year marks the 65th year of giving scholarships to high school seniors. While the value of the scholarships has changed since 1956, the criteria for scholarship remains the same, that being strong academics, solid leadership, and significant community service. This year we are proud to award 10 scholarships at $1,200 each to seniors throughout the Kell County area. Students were selected by our scholarship committee for their outstanding achievements. On behalf of the Kell County Farm Bureau Foundation, I'd like to award this scholarship to Lauren Hopkins. Congratulations, Lauren. Wish you much success in your college endeavors as well as the rest of the class in 2021.
Good evening. My name is Kevin Zell, and I'm president of the Rochelle Lions Club. Each year, the Rochelle Lions Club presents scholarships to 2 Rochelle High School seniors. We're very pleased this year that we were able to provide 2 $750 scholarships. Recipients of the scholarships are selected based on need, work ethic, service to others, and scholarship. Our first recipient plans on going to Kishwaukee College to study radiology with the goal of becoming a radiology technician. Our second recipient plans on attending ISU to study business and has the goal of owning his own business. I'm very pleased on behalf of the Rochelle Lion Clubs to present the scholarships to Iris Calvillo and Spencer Warburg.
Doctor discovered a staph infection in his kidneys. Both organs were shutting down. In 1980, organ transplants were in their infancy. Fortunately for Curtis, the lead physician in this was in Madison. His mother, Jeannie, was a perfect match. In 1994, Curtis's mother's kidney failed. Curtis was put on dialysis for 3.5 years, and finally, on Friday, March 13, 1997, he received a cadaver kidney from a child who had been killed in a car accident. Curtis was forever grateful to the family who fought through their grief to give him the gift of life. From that day forward, Friday the 13th was Curtis's lucky day. Curtis was doing very well until 2014. He went to the doctor for a chest x-ray because he thought he had bronchitis. They told him he needed to get to the hospital immediately. Instead, he went into the office for a couple hours. Then he headed over to Subway to get himself a sandwich. When he finally arrived at Kishwaukee Hospital, they flew him to St. Anthony. He had an aortic aneurysm. Curtis was one of the few people who had had this and lived to talk about it. That he was fortunate that it happened first. The repair was a 6-hour surgery,
followed by a 17-day hospital stay, part of which was in critical care. After the aneurysm, he was never 100%. He could do things for a couple hours, and then he had to take a 3-hour nap. Our sons and I were so grateful that he was still with us. We didn't care about his naps, as long as we were still a family. Last year, Curtis was put in the hospital with pneumonia in both lungs. It was caused by cytomegalovirus. This is a virus that affects people with suppressed immune systems. He was sepsis and he was put on a ventilator. His kidneys started shutting down. Then it started working again. He fought the virus and he won. Unfortunately, his cardiovascular system was not doing well. 14 days after he came home, he died in his sleep. The Curtis W. Clegg Memorial Scholarship was created to give back. Without everyone in the medical field, Curtis would have never become an adult, or he would have never lived until the age of 54. Not only will it help a student from Curtis High School achieve their goal, the recipient will be changing the lives of the people through the work that they do. This year's recipient wrote a very personal and articulate essay. She not only explained what field she was going into, but why she was going to achieve this. There is no doubt that Heidi Cruz will achieve everything she sets out to do. Congratulations, Heidi.
This is our second year doing scholarships for students. We review them anonymously, and it's been an extraordinary year. All of the students have gone through the challenges of COVID and missing out on different experiences for their senior year. This year we actually had 4 students who stood out to us that we want to present $500 scholarships to. So if the following students could come down: Ben Harvey, Aki Gadi, Claire Green, and Bella Lindigo.
Here to present a scholarship in honor and memory of Debbie Van Dyke. She was a teacher here at RTHS for a little over 30 years. She loved school. She loved her job. She loved the teachers. She loves the students. And I think the feeling was mutual amongst all the folks that she ran into. She loved books. She loved it when a student came up and said, "Could you give me a book to read?" Or "What book do you think I would like?" Or "Let me help you with your expose paper." I'm sure you're familiar with those. I'm sure she would also want me to make a couple of suggestions or bits of advice for you seniors. The first one is, before the end of the school year, be sure to thank 1 or 2 of your favorite teachers, because you could never have done it. You're wonderful students, obviously, that's clear, but you could never have done it without the help of your teachers. So give them a thank you. A favorite saying of hers goes something like this. Go out into the world and do well. But much more important, go out into the world and do good. Do well, be successful. Get yourself into a career or a job or a line of work, or maybe you're going to have a family. But do things like that. But much more important, go out into the world and do good. Do good things. Be a good member of society. Be generous with your time. Give to others. Do well, but do good. It's a pleasure and a privilege to present one of our best students. Mrs. Jenkins will proudly present who that is.
My partner in crime, Dave Welly, is not here to help me, but we are both pleased to announce that Ariel Zurcher is the 8th recipient of the Debbie Van Dyke Scholarship. Debbie was a wonderful mentor to both Mr. Welly and me, and we think she would be impressed by Ariel's involvement in the RTHS music and drama programs, her love of discussing a really good story, and the time she has spent at the Creston Dement Public Library. Mr. Welly says that her 19-page expose paper was a great success and prophetic in terms of the pandemic. Ariel's thesis is, although ways to learn a foreign language may vary, learning a language in a classroom setting is more effective and motivating to students than learning independently with a textbook or online program. Our best wishes to Ariel as she pursues her dream of becoming a French teacher.
Good evening. We are the parents of Tyler Smith. This is Keith Smith, and I am Sandra Halsey. We are here tonight to present the Tyler Smith Memorial Scholarship. First, we'd like to give you a little history of who Tyler was. Tyler was a 2014 graduate of here at RTHS. He was the middle of his class for grades A, B average, worked very hard at accomplishing his dreams. He loved all sports, and especially football, which he played here for all 4 years. He loved high school and always talked about how much he enjoyed it and had done it all over again. He went on to college at Western Illinois University and graduated in 3.5 years with a bachelor's in criminal justice and a minor in homeland security. He also been in the Army National Guard since New Year's Eve 2013. Which means he joined the Army when he was a senior in high school. He pursued a career in the military and also was just hired with the San Jose, California Police when he mysteriously lost his life weeks before he would start his dream. Education was very important to Tyler. He worked very hard, working full-time and using his money from the National Guard to graduate graduate college debt-free. He had accomplished his dreams, but unfortunately his life was taken way too soon to fulfill them. In his honor, we set up a scholarship fund to give away to keep his fun, loving, hardworking spirit alive. I know that it's been a very hard last 2 years for all the seniors around the country and the world. This new normal is not what I'm sure you anticipated in your last 2 years of your high school career. But to me, and I think probably even to Tyler, it shows how hard these students want a future, and that all that applied will be a great asset to the future of our country. I'm very impressed with how many want to actually enter the medical field and give back and work in public service as Heisner did. I myself have worked through this pandemic, and it hasn't been an easy task. So I applaud these applicants and all their future plans with the unpredictable life that we face ahead of us. Thank you to all that applied, and we wish you the best of luck in pursuing your college careers and dreams. Out of the 20 applicants, 2 stuck out the most. The first applicant we picked was Sawyer McGee. Sawyer really hit the nail on the head with her application. You see, we didn't want to know about your personal life. We wanted to know about your goals. Sawyer is a very driven, passionate, oriented young lady. She loves to help others and is going to pursue her nursing degree and advance to the pediatric unit. She set her goals very high and accomplished those goals with hard work and dedication. I'm positive she will be very successful in every task she takes on. Okay, I'm not going to screw this name up, but the second winner of the Tyler Smith Memorial Scholarship goes to Kendall Anson. Okay. Her application talked about her dream of being a nurse, and what she had wanted to do for a long time. Tyler knew in first grade that he wanted to be a police officer and in the Army, so he can relate to a young adult knowing right away what they want to do even from the age of a small child. She will be going to college to pursue nursing and continue to the path in labor and delivery and/or postpartum nurse. What took me by surprise was she said she is a great team member, but you may not know she was there, as she is rather quiet, but a very hard worker. That is what is most important, that you work hard and achieve your goals. It seems she's right on track with her ability to do well and have goals, but not have to be in the spotlight to do so, is even a better quality than she knows. So congrats to both of you, congrats to both of these young ladies, and we congratulate you both on your next chapter in life. Gives out scholarships to individuals who will be pursuing a career in the medical field. This year, the following individuals were awarded scholarships from the Hospital Auxiliary: ASA, Sophia Lankitis, Taylor Tobler. Leah is planning on pursuing health sciences at the University of Illinois with the goal of being a physician's assistant. Sophia will be majoring in nursing at the University of Iowa, and Taylor will be working on her Associate of Science at Kishwaukee College with the goal of becoming a pharmacist. We wish them well as they become our future heroes. Congratulations.
Hello, I am Celeste Campbell, and I'm representing the Bilingual Parent Advisory Committee. I have the honor of giving this year's recipient, Adiznet Milan, be awarded with our scholarship. Adiznet was able to adapt to the new learning environment here quickly and successfully. She demonstrated her dependability, drive, and determination and work ethic. She also was able to demonstrate her ability to learn in an environment that requires discipline, drive, and determination. So we are so honored to obviously give her this scholarship, but in her own words, and this is specifically a tribute to her family, who she is so thankful for all the things that they've done for her. Mis padres siempre me han apoyado y lo que amo así que siente que les debo hacerles sentir orgullosos por mí y mostrarles que puedo cumplir mis sueños gracias a ellos. So, congratulations.
Hello. The recipient for the First State Bank Scholarship is Alexis Sanford. Alexis is attending the University of Illinois in Chicago. Alexis has been busy taking classes, playing volleyball and basketball, participating in service organizations, while also working at the pool at the rec center. First State Bank wishes Alexis and all the graduates of 2021 good luck as they end one chapter of their lives and begin the next. Best of wishes, Alexis.
I get to stand in for the RTHS Athletic Booster Club. Every year, the Booster Club gives 4 scholarships to students who have been participating in athletics while here at RTHS. Would the following students please come forward? Megan Bierbaum, Alfie Gotti, Noah Messer, and Oscar Aguirre. Each of these students have represented RTHS very well in the classroom and athletically. They have worn the purple and white very, very proud, and we are proud of each of them, and we'd like to recognize them with the Athletic Booster Scholarship. At this time, we'd also like to give out the first Todd Smith Memorial Scholarship. For those of you who know Todd, Todd passed away this past year, and he was at every single event RTHS has. He was at the football games, he was at the band competitions, he was at, you name it, Todd was there. The pictures that are out in the commons, most of those were taken by Todd Smith. He was a huge part of RTHS, and we miss him. The first ever Memorial Todd Smith Scholarship was to Ben Harvey. Each of these 5 students have represented RTHS well. Ben's going to Washington, Noah's going to Kish, Oscar's going to UTI, Avi's going to Augie, and Megan's going to Saginaw Valley. Congratulations to each of them.
Good evening. I'm Donna Page, the Agriculture Department Chair and FFA Advisor here at Rochelle Township High School, and it is my pleasure to present the next 2 scholarships. The Rochelle Agriculture Foundation Scholarship was established several years ago through a gracious donation from a local Rochelle family. It grew a few years later with yet another gracious donation from CHS, or the ethanol plant. The Rochelle Agriculture Foundation Scholarship serves to recognize a student who has been enrolled in an agriculture class, who has been active in the FFA, and who will be attending college next year, majoring in agriculture. Mark Hopkins is this year's recipient of the Rochelle Agriculture Foundation Scholarship. Mark will be attending Blackhawk East in Galva, Illinois, and will transfer to Oklahoma State University, majoring in animal science, more specifically, embryology. It is also my pleasure to serve as a representative for the Rochelle FFA alumni. Tonight, Mark will also be awarded the Rochelle FFA Alumni Scholarship. The Rochelle FFA alumni would like to recognize Mark for his accomplishments within the FFA. These include a member of the two-time state-winning horse judging team, once in the Reasons Horse Judging Division and once in the Non-Reasons Division, a member of the nationally ranked horse evaluation team, a top 5 finisher in the Beef Entrepreneur category of Proficiency Awards, a 2-time chapter officer, and a state degree holder. And in 2022, you should be an American degree holder. So congratulations to Mark, and good luck at Blackhawk and Oklahoma State.
Marlowe family. Upon her death, Shirley and George Marlowe chose to leave money to RTHS, and in turn, a scholarship in their names was assigned. The Marlows were caring people who believed that the quest for education was wonderful and helped us all. The Marlowe scholarship recipients for class of 2021 are Kaya Herrera and Eva Calnice. Kaya has used her talents for social justice and believes that all our voices are important and need to be heard. Ava has been very involved in music, band, and choir, speech, and drama. She has represented RTHS well in all these activities. Both of these individuals have made an impact at RTHS and will continue to make an impact as they move on. Kaya to Bilingual College, major in political science, and Ava to ISU, major in interpersonal communications. Congratulations to Kaya and Ava.
I'm pleased to announce the Olivia Higher Scholarship. Olivia graduated from RTHS in 1993, and yes, I was lucky enough to be her counselor. While at RTHS, Olivia was a very strong student and a superb athlete, as is evidenced by her being a member of the RTHS Athletic Hall of Fame. She passed away much too early, and the family chose to remember her love of life and her many wonderful memories at RTHS through a scholarship in her name. When looking for the applications for Olivia's scholarship, the family was looking for someone who was active as a student, active through their extracurriculars, and made a difference. This year, the Olivia Higher Scholarship is being given to Claire Reed and A.S. Bay, two people who have been very involved in many activities found at RTHS. Claire will be attending Cornell College and studying finance and mathematics, while A will be headed to the University of Illinois, where she will be studying health sciences. I think Olivia will be very, very pleased with the recipients of her scholarship this year.
My name is Tricia Herrera, and I'm the Executive Director of the Rochelle Chamber of Commerce. In 2017, the Rochelle Chamber partnered with local businessman Manish Patel to honor an RTHS student who not only excelled in the classroom, but also had a tremendous work ethic. This year's recipient, employer could not say enough positive things about her. He stated that she was an exceptional part of the team, hardworking, had a team mindset, is always up for the task, she always has a smile on her face, sets a great example for others, and knows what providing the best customer service means to a small business. The Rochelle Chamber of Commerce and Manish Patel are proud to award this year's Chamber Scholarship to Isabella Levito.
Each year, the Rochelle Fire Department Social Organization awards a $2,500 scholarship to a student who exemplifies the qualities of community service, academic achievement, and personal responsibility. This year's scholarship recipient is Taylor Tobler. Throughout her high school career, Taylor has demonstrated a strong commitment to the well-being of our community. As a member of Key Club, Taylor has participated in numerous activities and events that promote the common good. With experience in marching band, concert choir, and student council, she has dedicated herself to becoming a well-rounded student. Her helping attitude and personal activism have impacted those around her in a positive way. Her outstanding work ethic and effective work-school balance has prepared her for a career path as a pharmacist. With the skills, character, and determination she has built along the way, Taylor is primed for a successful college career. We wish her the best in her studies and thank her for her service to our community.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Katie Himmel, and I'm the Executive Director of the Kishwaukee College Foundation. I'm here to present several scholarships from Kishwaukee College from the Foundation. If all students could come up when they are called, many of you are receiving several awards, so I will just hand out all the certificates after completion. The first award is our Academic Achievement Scholarships, and they are offered by the college to students who reside and graduate from an in-district high school. There are two tiers to the Academic Achievement Scholarship. The first is awarded to graduates who achieve a high school GPA of 3.75 or higher. Recipients will receive $1,000 per semester for 4 semesters. Recipients of the President's Scholar include Vanessa Avalio, Noah Messer, and Samuel Villalobos. The College Scholar is awarded to graduates who achieve a high school GPA between 3.25 and 3.74. Recipients will receive $500 per semester for 4 semesters. College Scholars include Kendall Ernst, Kylie Frankenberry, Aiden Peace, Sarah Urbick, and Ariel Zercher. The second scholarship this evening is our dual credit scholarships and are awarded to students who have taken college courses at KISH where credit was earned while they are in high school. Recipients are awarded $250 a semester for 4 semesters. Dual credit scholarship recipients are Kendall Ernst, Nadia Castillo, Noah Messer, Jillian Thomason, Samuel Villalobos, and Ariel Zercher. The final scholarship this evening from Kishwaukee College is from the Foundation, and it is our
Charles and Mary Roberts Memorial Scholarship. And this scholarship is awarded to a student enrolled at Kish, full-time in the nursing program, or for general scholarships for students enrolled in 6 credit hours or more. And this scholarship is awarded to Nadia Castillo. Congratulations to all of our scholarship recipients.
High School Education Association, also known as your teachers. She was a member of the senior class to receive the RTHSEA scholarship. We are looking for someone who is going into education as their chosen profession. This year, the RTHSEA scholarship is being given to Faith Worthington. Faith will be starting her college experience at First City Leadership College, where she will be studying music education. Faith has been instrumental in the RTHS music program. She has been in band and choir and has shared her musical talents with us in many performances. Faith has also been very involved in speech team, the drama department, and has been a member of Natural Helpers and National Honor Society. We know Faith will be an asset to the field of education, and we congratulate her on everything she has accomplished and wish her the very best in all of her future plans.
Good evening. My name is Ron Newell. I'm retired from Rochelle High School a year ago, and I am here to present the Gearing Scholarship. And before I do that, I would like to tell you a little bit about the Gearing family. When I first came to Rochelle many years ago, I found out that Eloy was going to be my assistant. But what I didn't know is that the Gearing family was a package deal. Eloy was my assistant. His wife, Corny, attended every concert, every band competition, sometimes she'd walk over at the old RTHS and watch band rehearsals. Their son, David, was, when I first came to Rochelle, he was head drum major, and their son, Bill, who I've met several times, had graduated the previous spring before, and he is now a professor, PhD, up in Michigan. David has a very successful business as an orthodontist in the Cedar Rapids area, and so they were just a big part of need being established in the Rochelle area. So at this time, I'm going to tell you who this person is because this is kind of a special moment for this individual, as well as it is for me. Would Morgan Hobbs please come forward? So, if anybody has known me over the years, I work pretty much kind of off script, and then I kind of go by a little bit of the script, so Morgan, you'll be able to relate to this. So I'm going to read a little bit what Mrs. Pillen gave me, which is really good. When I started RTHS, yes, many, many years ago, Eloy Gehring was working as a band teacher at RTHS, and also Eloy was also, at one time, the middle school band director and was moved up as a high school band director. What you also need to know is when I came to Rochelle, I had very big shoes to fill because the person that I was replacing was a person by the name of Mr. Terry Roderick. He had been here for about 16 years and everybody loved Terry. He was well embedded into the community and it was a challenge for me to come in. His son David was a drum major my first year and helped me immensely in understanding the RTHS culture. Last year, I retired from RTHS. I have to tell you that the Gehring name came up with Morgan when I had announced to the students in September or whenever it was that I was going to be retiring at the end of the year. At the end of the marching season, I told Morgan I needed to talk to her. And that talk was centered around David Gehring. David was a senior at that time, and David embraced the challenge of having a band director for so many years, and that band director that they'd had for so many years burst the bubble of all the students and said, hey, I'm retiring at the end of this year, and you need to really embrace the new person coming in. And David did that. And I remember that. I never forgot David. In fact, we hosted a alumni weekend back in 2018. David Gehring came back. I don't know if you guys, if I introduced him to you or not. But anyway, David did come back. And the conversation that I had with Morgan was, okay, David did this for me. Now you need to do this for, we didn't know who was going to replace me. But whoever that new person is, you need to embrace them, and you are that connecting person between the students accepting that band director and helping the band director in any way possible that you can. Because that's what David Gehring did for me. And I knew it was a tough position for David to be in, and I knew it was a tough job for Morgan to be in, but I knew Morgan was up to the challenge. That's why I feel this scholarship is just the perfect fit. Morgan was great to work with. RTHS, she was in jazz band, marching band, pep band, everything you could think of. And she truly has been a help to Mr. Shapers, who is the band director here. The Gehring graduates, Bill and David, set up this scholarship in honor of their parents. They wanted to recognize a student who has made the most out of their time at RTHS, both in and out of the classroom. There is no question Morgan has done that. Morgan has a GPA of 4.424 out of a 4-point scale. As I said, she's been involved in band, marching band, had drum major for the last 2 years, choir, medicals, track, volleyball, and speech, where she was a state qualifier. Bill and David Gehring say that what they learned at RTHS changed their lives. They learned about being a part of a team, taking risks, and the importance of friendship. They hope that Morgan will look back on her time at RTHS and realize the foundation she has now will be with her always. Congratulations, Morgan, as you move on to the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. It was an honor, complete honor, to have you as a student. Congratulations.
Barth Scholarship is given in memory of Richard Barth, who was a teacher at RTHS even before Mr. Duval. Every year, the Barth Scholarship Committee, Mrs. Barth, is looking for someone who is hardworking, a good representative of RTHS, and someone who truly understands the value of education. Would Mary Wall, Elizabeth Ugaldi, and Alexis Sanford please come forward? We start with Mary. I don't know Mary that well, but according to Mrs. Saga, and I completely believe this, Mary is one of the most conscientious students we have at RTHS. She has an outstanding work ethic, and if Mary says she is going to do something, she is going to do it. And then she's going to make a list which has multiple parts to how she is going to do it. Mary's volunteered her time and talents to her church and local library. Mary is an individual with a huge heart and a willingness to give, and that's really what Mrs. Barth noticed in her application. Elizabeth, in her application, wrote that she wants to be a role model for future generations and her younger family members, and more than anything, she wants to make her parents proud. She plans to earn a law degree so that she can work to make the world a better place for everyone. Elizabeth is one of those people who is constantly working to be a problem solver, someone who gives back, and somebody who sparkles. Alexis is someone who's constantly on the move. She fills up her day with as much as she possibly can. During senior night for the volleyball team, Alexis's teammates said that they see Alexis as a friend to all and someone who is always there for others. Alexis cares about others, about our world, and about our future. Alexis will continue to make a difference. Mrs. Barth would like to congratulate all three, Elizabeth, Alexis, and Mary, as well as all the graduates of 2021, and to let you know, look back at your high school time with fondness, but please remember as you go forward to always look for ways to help others. Congratulations. I'm very pleased to be the one to present the Leonard Carmichael Scholarship. The Carmichael family chose to honor their father, Leonard, with a scholarship that is largely based on service to others, which makes perfect sense because Leonard Carmichael truly did live to serve. He was instrumental in developing ways to help Rochelle become a better place to live, and he was constantly trying to promote change and make this a better place. What better way to honor his legacy than to have a scholarship in his name that recognizes a student who has already shown that service is important to them. The Leonard Carmichael Scholarship is a $2,500 scholarship renewable for 4 years, making its total value $10,000. The recipient of the Leonard Carmichael Scholarship for 2021 is Aya Surveyor. Aya received her silver cord tonight for the time and talent she has given in service to others. Aya has been involved in numerous activities, as we've heard, including Interact Club, Student Council, Cultural Reform Alliance, and National Honor Society. Aya is planning on studying to be a physician's assistant, but equally important to her, her passion for social justice. Aya plans on continuing to serve others, because that's simply the person she is. Congratulations, Aya, and please continue to look forward to being more like Leonard Carmichael and always giving back.
Good evening. My name is Wendell Caldwell. I represent the Alumni Association, which was organized in 1992 by Bill Parsons, a 1932 alumni. With his vision and leadership and generosity of all those that contributed to the association, these scholarships would not be available. The association is directed by 11 alumni board members who have developed a newsletter and in general coordinated and carried out the scholarship fund drive. The scholarship recipients are also selected by the board members. Letters were mailed out to over 10,000 RTHS alumni, which has resulted in thousands of dollars in contributions for the scholarship fund. In fact, since 1992 and including this year, the RTHS Alumni Association will have awarded a total of $717,000 in scholarships. I think that deserves applause. The first 22 scholarships to be awarded this evening are fully funded gifts in memory of deceased loved ones or our fully funded family gifts. Anyone may do this by going through the Alumni Association, which is a tax-exempt organization. The donations are tax deductible. I'll turn this over to Lori.
We're going to call everybody up on stage and then we'll present as we go. It seems it's a little bit faster way to do that. But before we do call everybody up, I want you to realize, first of all, when you graduate, you are members of the Alumni Association. There are not many alumni associations of schools our size that have come up with such a wonderful, wonderful way to give back to the high school graduates. $700,000 plus they have given to Rochelle graduates, and you guys get to help them once you graduate. It's very remarkable, and you should be very proud. Would the following students please come up on stage? Megan Thirabong, Melanie Gonzalez, Ariel Zurcher, Bella Ladico, Sawyer McGee, Sam Villalobos, Kendall Anstead, Claire Green, Afi Gotti, Faith Worthington, Morgan Haas, Jacinda Solano, Lauren Hopkins. Okay, you guys have to figure out a way to organize this. Noah Messer, Oscar Aguirre, Faith Worthington, Taylor Tobler, Zane Walters, Sophia Titus, Trevor Goodwin, Anthony Powell, Ava Colamise, Iris Caldello, Vanessa Avolio, Marie Jose Aguitobu, John Knapp, Giovanni Herrera, Zoe Hardcastle, Haley Thompson, two rows is good, people, 2 rows. Ben Harvey, Grant Thompson, Heidi Cruz, Elizabeth Ugaldi, and Briar Good. We have some scholarships that will be given by special people, and we'll start with Mr. Bob.
All right, good evening again. I have the honor tonight of presenting the William and Miriam Richards Family Math and Science Award to Lauren Hopkins. Her strengths I spoke of earlier in the program as a math student are equally matched in terms of both her character and ability as a student of science.
privilege to give out the William and Miriam Richards Family Vocational Scholarship to two very genuine and hardworking students tonight, Grant Thompson and Heidi Cruz.
Good evening. My name is Nancy Heisner, and I am here tonight representing our family to present a scholarship in memory of our son Christopher, who was killed in a traffic accident on January 2nd, 2004, here in Rochelle at the age of 23. Our family has a long history at RTHS. My husband Otto graduated in the class of 1965, and our four sons also graduated from RTHS. Philip in 1992, Patrick in 1994, Christopher in 1998, Matthew in 2000, and most recently our granddaughter, Brianna Heisner, in the class of 2020. In the days following Christopher's death, our family decided to establish a scholarship here at the high school in memory of Christopher and to give back to the school and the community for all the love and support he received during his life and that we have received since his death. This is a memorial scholarship administered under the auspices of the RTHS Alumni Association. Since this is our 18th year to present this scholarship, many of you probably did not know our son, so please indulge me as I tell you a little bit about Christopher. Christopher was the third of our four sons. He loved the outdoors, whether it was camping with his Boy Scout troop, hunting and trapping with his friends, or helping with the animals on our dairy farm. But as unlikely as it seemed, he also enjoyed performing arts, singing, and writing poetry. After high school, he graduated from Joliet Junior College, where he studied to be a chef, and was employed at Abraham's restaurant at the time of his death. He had plans to work his way up and someday own his own restaurant. He graduated from Eswood Grade School in 1994, and like any parent of a child coming from a small school with a class of only 14, I worried how he would adjust and be accepted in high school. I need not have worried because he took to high school like a duck to water. Throughout his 4 years at RTHS, Christopher was involved in sports, FFA, choir and madrigal voices, midnight voices, drama club, speech team, student council, National Honor Society, Key Club, Natural Helpers, and was senior class president. He was a member of Boy Scout Troop 312, where he earned the rank of Eagle Scout. He was a 10-year member of the Esmond Echoes 4-H Club, a DeKalb County 4-H ambassador, and a member of the St. Patrick's Catholic Church Youth Group. Physically, Christopher was a big guy, but he had a heart twice as big as he was. And if you ask anyone who knew Christopher, he will be remembered for giving the best bear hugs. And oh, how I miss those bear hugs. In 2004, there was a popular country western song by Randy Travis titled 3 Wooden Crosses. The refrain to that song goes, "It's not what you take, when you leave the world behind. It's what you leave behind when you go. Christopher left behind a legacy of a truly kind and caring person, one who put others before himself, a person who shared his life with everyone, and was a friend to everyone. He made his community a better place just by being who he was. It was not uncommon for Christopher to help out anyone at any time in any situation, such as helping a teacher fix her flat tire along the side of the road, or sitting for hours at Petro because someone needed a friend to talk to. Christopher's memory will always live on in the hearts of everyone who knew and loved him, and we hope his spirit will live in each of you. I hope you will take the time for each other and that you will continue to make your community a better place to live in. Christopher's dreams and our dreams for him died the day he was killed. But we hope this scholarship will help this student's dreams and those of his parents come true. It gives me great pleasure tonight to award the 2021 Christopher Heisner Memorial Scholarship to Ben Harvey.
The next named scholarship, that I just gave away, is the Marguerite Thomas Scholarship. This scholarship is going to Elizabeth Uvalde. Marguerite Thomas was a teacher here at RTHS. She was passionate about education. She was passionate about people being involved. She believed in the power of hard work. She believed in determination. She was looking for someone who wants to make the world a better place because that's what she tried to do every single day. Elizabeth, you're a great representative for the Marguerite Thomas Scholarship. I also get to represent the Steve Tobler family tonight. Steve was a lifelong resident of the Rochelle area and very active in many organizations during his life. When he passed away, family and friends wanted a way to celebrate his life in a way that would have meant a great deal to him. One of the things that Steve had spent a great deal of time and energy on was being a member and president of the King's School Board. Education was always very important to him, and they decided that a scholarship in his name to a graduate of King's Elementary School would be a beautiful tribute to his legacy. This year, the Steve Tobler Scholarship is being given to two past graduates of King's Elementary School, individuals who went on to be almost successful, because they're not graduates yet, almost graduates of RTHS. This year, the Steve Tobler Scholarship is being given to Briar Good and Taylor Tobler. Okay, this next scholarship that we're giving out is the Class of 1964 Scholarship. This one is a little bit special because of the amount of the scholarship. This scholarship is worth $3,250 per year for 4 years for a total of $13,000. The recipient of the Class of 1964 Scholarship, Megan Therodon. The next scholarship are varying amounts, but they're all incredible. The class of 1953 scholarship, Melanie Gonzalez. The Mr. and Mrs. Willard Levine Memorial Scholarship, Ariel Zercher. The Ward and Mabel Miller Memorial Scholarship, there are two of these, Isabella Ladico and Sawyer McGee. The Tom Carmichael Memorial Scholarship will be going to Samuel Villalobos, who wasn't able to be with us tonight, but we will get this too. The Sandra Caldwell, wife of Cal Caldwell, Memorial Scholarship is going to Kendall Ansdell. The Diane McBride Memorial Scholarship, and for those of you who knew Diane passed away this past year. She was worked for the school districts for many, many years in our bookkeeping offices. So it's very fitting that the Diane McBride Memorial Scholarship goes to Claire Green. The Dr. C.E. Montlong Memorial Scholarship is going to Afi Guy. The Pearl Montlong Memorial Scholarship goes to Faith Worthington. The Martha Wright Memorial Scholarship goes to Morgan Haas. The Milton and Laura Duell Memorial Scholarship goes to Jacinia Solano. The Keith Wiener Memorial Scholarship, two recipients, Lauren Hopkins and Oscar Aguirre. The Willard Giesty Memorial Scholarship, a past RTHS music teacher, goes to Faith Worthington. The William Parsons, founder of the Alumni Association, Memorial Scholarship goes to Noah Messer. There are now 13 general scholarships. So when people make a donation towards the Alumni Association, it may not go towards a named scholarship, it goes to the their general fund. These people will be receiving general scholarships. Taylor Tobler, Zane Walters, Sophia Linkitis, Trevor Goodwin, Anthony Powell, Ava Colony, Iris Calvillo, Vanessa Abolio, Marie Josie Igotrogu, John Knapp, Giovanni Herrera, Zoe Hardcastle,
On behalf of the RTHS Alumni Association, I want to extend congratulations and best wishes to the recipients and their parents for a job well done. Where would you like me to picture? Stay on stage, we'll organize for a picture. Okay?
Alumni people, you're going to go up to the comments. You're going up to the comments. You're going to the comments. You're going to get a picture, a lovely picture that will be in the newsletter, so nobody's run away. But right now, just stand there and look lovely, but then when you leave here, go straight to the comments. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. Thank you for those of you who've been watching us as we've been live streamed. Congratulations, class of 2021. It's been an odd year. It's been a year we'll always remember. But thank you so very much, and congratulations on all of your accomplishments.